In today's video, we're going to be talking about the steep decline in population for Trials of Osiris. We are in dark times indeed, okay? We are currently at the lowest population that Trials has been since the revamp. We are at 193,000 players played last week, and if that number doesn't make sense to you, in comparison, in September 9th in 2021, we were at 748,000 players. That was the time of the revamp. Now, of course, Trials is, it should go down. I mean, it doesn't actually have to go down, by the way. I think we just assume that Trials population will go down over time. That's not actually the way it has to be. It can go up and up and up and rise, as we see lots and lots of games do over time. Games increase in popularity, but we as Destiny players, we're just sort of accustomed to the playlist dying a little bit over time, but we are at steep levels now, okay? We are at 550,000 players less than the Trials revamp, and it's obviously going to go down even lower as we have several weeks left in this season. There's 4 weeks left in total, and one of those weeks will be an Iron Banner week, so probably 3 weeks of Trials left, and certainly those 3 weeks will have a less than 200k population player base again, which is definitely sad to see. I mean, no one wants to see the game die, and I'm not making this video to shit on Bungie or to shit on the team that works on Trials or anything like that. I just wanted to bring this news video to your attention so that way you can be aware of it, because Destiny 2 as a whole is also seeing a decline in popularity, a decline in population, and it's just sad to see. I want Bungie to be aware of the situation and hopefully implement some big improvements. I don't think that they should just hold out until Lightfall. I definitely think that there should be some big changes made to the game, right? One thing that Trials definitely needs, and a small short list of things, and comment down below if you agree or disagree with some of these points. We got stale maps in Trials, okay? We are still playing some of the same maps that we have been playing in Destiny 1.
It's Clements here with a quick preview of Exodus Blue, a mid-sized competitive map in Destiny coming exclusively to PlayStation. This map is available as part of the Crucible PvP mode unlocked at level 5.
I mean, this game has been out for 8 years now, and we are playing some of the same maps that we were playing in Destiny 1. We need some new maps. Now, obviously, this is not a new issue being brought to Bungie's, to the forefront of Bungie and their PvP team, but it certainly gets to a point where it's almost just like, why have an exclusive playlist like this if you're going to neglect it in such a way? There should be, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable. I'm not trying to act like I could make a better game than Bungie, but there should be a new PvP map every season, and obviously by the end of the season, it's not going to be that interesting, but every year there would be, 4 new maps, right? With 4 seasons, right? So every year we would have 4 new maps. And that would mean that if you took time off of Destiny, right? You would come back and you'd be playing new stuff. Now you take time off Destiny, you come back and you're just playing the same shit you were playing a year before you took time off, or before you took 6 months off, or whatever it was. So stale maps is definitely a big issue. And then you have loot in this game that is just not that tantalizing. We need loot that's actually meaningful, stuff that's meta defining, or stuff that's comparable to the meta, because if you're gonna sweat it out in Trials, as tough as it is, you better get some damn good loot, right? Like, it's tough, and there's no guarantees. You could go spend 20 hours in Trials in any given weekend and not make it to the Lighthouse. I know many of you in the comments below will share your experiences with having trouble making it to the Lighthouse, because it's definitely a common issue, even with the introduction of the flawless pool and the non-flawless pool, which is my next point, which is that, seeing the population die and understanding that the flawless pool didn't exist then is definitely something that needs to be talked about. I'm not sure if the flawless pool is helping or hurting the population. I know that a lot of people will get very upset because they greatly enjoy the benefit of getting one flawless every weekend. Because of the flawless pool, they can go flawless on Sunday or Monday one time, and I'm not here to take that away from you. I'm just here to take notice of the population and how all of these different factors are coming into play and actually killing the playlist Trials. So I'm not saying that Flawless Pool is directly involved with this, but it's definitely a part of it, right? And let me know your thoughts about that down below. And then the last point that I really want to make with this before I end this video, which is that Trials has no clear identity. There's really no, what is Trials meant to be? Is it a sweaty playlist for PvP players to, battle it out and duke it out, right? Like a mini tournament, weekend tournament, like it's described. Or is it a chill place to go in and get loot? Like, Trials has no real clear identity. And I think that with the introduction or the reintroduction and revamp of the comp playlist, I think that will help, separate the identities more. Perhaps comp will be where the sweaty PvP players go, and maybe Trials will be more chill for gathering loot and stuff like that. maybe make the lighthouse or the adept loot a little more accessible. I don't know. I just think that Trials is in need of some serious TLC. Okay, we need some TLC for Trials. Let me know your thoughts about that down below, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this video. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.